Hello and welcome. I'm Melissa Sarrazin with Sacred Vision Life, and this is a follow-up video from our full moon circle that we had on Friday. When we did the card readings, there was a card that came up in that reading that has been playing on my mind and that has really helped me to focus the things that I want to create. It helped me to take some time on Saturday, which is my birthday. It was a very busy, full, wonderful day, and yet I still managed to take an hour and a half to myself where I went into nature. And I went for a walk, and I was being drawn to the specific place by a river that is in one of my favorite parks that I go to a lot, and I sat on a big flat rock and I just listened to the water. I watched the birds and I wrote myself a letter. I've started a new tradition for myself in that I'm going to write myself a letter every day on my birthday. And this brings us to the topic of what this video is about. So when we met on Friday, one of the cards that came up, attending card. And when we are in the process of creating what it is that we want to create in our life, there is a process called tending. And so I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into this and share some more information about how to use this earth attribute so that we can direct our energy and continue to build momentum. Is the main ingredients of being able to manifest as really creating a clear focus, for taking consistent daily action, and for realizing the timing that something is ready to be received by you, ready to be held and to be brought into your life. When we ask for things that are different than what we normally have. And so there are certain subtle changes that will need to happen within us in order for us to easily magnetize what we're asking for. So the main ingredients to tending to what it is that you want is to have that focus, to do that consistent daily action, and to realize that there is a timing. Now, the greatest pitfall that I run into within myself and with my clients that show up is resistance. And resistance shows up in so many different ways. Oftentimes, we don't recognize it as resistance. A lot of the times, we can think that it's a block that we have to clear first in order to move forward. Other times, we can think of it as it showing us that, well, right now is just not the right time for me to be doing this. When in actual fact, resistance is here just to show us what needs to be let go of in order for us to continue. So old emotional baggage. When we're trying to change, we've probably tried many things beforehand. And so we are bringing that old emotional baggage that we haven't cleared out with us anytime we decide to step into something different. We have belief systems, the belief of I have to do it all on my own, or that it's going to be that much richer if I do it on my own. These, again, they're energy stealers. They're going to keep you separate from really creating enough energy so that you can bring into form. You can manifest in the physical world what it is that you want. So looking at your belief systems and really deciding and knowing whether they're your own or if they belong to somebody else. Another thing that will show up as resistance is any past experience of success that you've been able to achieve or not. So whether you've been able to consistently achieve a goal that you set for yourself, and then how that turned out, the results. Sometimes we will get results, and they weren't the results that we necessarily asked for. And instead of continuing to move forward until we get those results, oftentimes if they're not what we want the first time, then we let them go and we believe that that was not something that was actually for us. And then we've put all this energy into something and then we just drop it. That's something that then we carry forward with us, and it shows up as resistance time and again. So these are various ways that resistance can show up. So just be aware that when we move through, and I'm going to talk about how to set some simple steps so that you can tend to what it is that you want to create. Notice any old emotional baggage that comes up and just recognize it as that. It's old emotional baggage. It's not here to stop you. It's not here to make you feel stuck. It's actually here so that you can recognize it and let it go so that you can activate what then works. So what we want to do to tend to our projects, to tend to our goals, and to help really manifest them in a way that happens quicker than we might be able to do in the past, is to create a focus and to think about this focus as one step at a time. And so creating a focus looks like knowing what it is that you want. So what it is that you want to create. Do you want to feel different in your body? Do you want to change some things in your diet so that you feel more energized and you can release some of that weight that you might be carrying that you don't want anymore? Getting a picture of knowing what you want and what that looks like for you helps you to then keep that picture in mind and use your intuition in each step to help carry you forward. It helps you to build momentum. If we have nothing to focus on, if we have an idea, but then we're not really clear about what that looks like, then your momentum is going to be start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. So creating that focus helps you to build that momentum because every step in action that you take are made directing and focusing your power, which is the next point on this slide, to bringing what you want into your life, to magnetizing it to you. And creating a focus really helps you to remain open and to keep asking for guidance. This is really, again, about staying in one step at a time. You know, the first step to helping you release weight is to maybe go through your kitchen and to take things out that you know are not good and healthy for your body. So that's the first step. Then you complete that step. You're, okay, so my focus is to get healthy. I've done this. Now I'm going to sit and I'm going to ask, what is my next step? What's the next best thing for me to do that's going to continue? And we want to make it a small step. You know, sometimes throwing everything out and then going shopping and bringing all the healthy stuff in, that step is too big. We need to close the gap on that step. And so that's what I mean by focusing on that one step at a time. Closing the gap between the place where you find yourself now and the place where it is that you want to go. The shorter the gap we can make in each step, the easier it is to build momentum and to focus your power in keeping moving forward. Now, what are the tools and steps that are going to help us tend to our goals and our projects? The first one is intention. And I talk a lot about intention. Intention is a very powerful way to focus all parts of you towards creating what it is that you want. So intention is an anticipated outcome that's intended or that guides your planned actions. So once you have that picture, once you know what it is that you want to go and move towards, then the intention helps you to create that focus. Because the intention is really your container for manifesting. Your intention speaks to what it looks like, to what it feels like when it's going to be complete and realized. So this week, it's my intention to continue to focus on the things that I can share with you so that we can become more clear on the steps that we need to take in order to manifest. So that would be my intention for this week. And then the focus that comes behind that. See, the intention creates that pathway. It creates that road. Okay, so at the end of this road is my result. At the end of this road is me sharing with you more detail about what it is to manifest. So that's what my focus is. It's going to bring all of myself into alignment to converge or cause to converge the ideas and emotions that I need in order to take those action steps, to take that one step at a time. That is really all it takes. And to stay in that one step is the challenge. That's when the resistance shows up, what we talked about before. And so creating an intention and a focus is really going to help you put your own power into action. So to do this, choose one area to begin. You want to create your ideal picture. What does it look like at the end of that pathway? I'm going to move down this path and create. And when I get to the end, this is what's going to be there waiting for me. This is what I'm going to create in my life. And then write the details out. You know, how much of something are you wanting? When do you want it by? And what actions will you commit to taking in order to bring yourself there? Write down those details, as well as leaving space for you to ask for that continued guidance and action. A lot of the times when we write down something, it becomes more clear that, that's not quite exactly it. And so you want to leave that space for that additional guidance to come in so that you can continue to gain clarity as you move forward. It's good to have an ideal picture to begin with, but know that that picture can get more clear as you take the actions and move forward towards achieving it. And you really want to tap into that feeling. How am I going to feel when I have that in place and when it's fully activated? So when I get to that path and I see this manifestation in front of me, how is that going to feel? How does it feel to accomplish a goal, to set the goal, to take the steps, and then to realize it? Feel that sense of freedom that it creates. And feel that feeling now, because that is your why. And your why is what will give you the fuel when that resistance shows up. When you start to feel not so aligned, when you start to get confused, when you start to feel stuck, remember, what's my why? What's that feeling that I want? I want that sense of freedom. And then breathe into that feeling and activate it in the moment so that you can raise your vibrations and keep releasing any fear, doubt, and worry so that you can continue to move forward. So if you're feeling stuck, I want to invite you to schedule a breakthrough session for yourself. In these sessions, I'm really going to help you to gain clarity about what it is that you want, how to put words to it, how to develop a picture in your mind about what that looks like. Really uncover the one thing that is stopping you from achieving that, and also give you steps so that you can move through that block, so you can break through the resistance that's showing up. And I am offering a special gift for anyone who does take action and sign up for this breakthrough session. I have a video, and it's about creating sacred space. When we use all parts of ourselves to create something, one, it makes it easier. Two, it makes it in alignment with your energy and how you create. And three, it invites all the help and the support that is available to us in the unseen realm. And so creating sacred space, this video is really all about how you can do that very simply on a daily basis. And that's what helps you to create that momentum. That's what helps you to create opening to greater and greater clarity as you move forward and tend to your goal and your projects so that you move through and you get to that point of completion, that point of manifestation, that point of realization, and that experience that it is that you're calling to you. So I've created a tiny URL for you to go ahead and schedule your session. So it's tinyurl.com/2016 breakthrough. If you go to that link, you'll see my schedule and how the spots that I've opened up for you this week and next week. And again, just for signing up, you get that bonus instruction video on how to create sacred space so that you can call in all parts of you and use your mind, body, and your spirit to move forward and to manifest. So tending. We all want to take that time to tend to what it is that we want. We need to take those actions. It's important to hold yourself to one step at a time, as well as getting the support that is available to you so that you can make it that much more easy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me for this video, and I will see you again real soon. Namaste. Bye for now.